welcome back to The Real Night Author. I am Faith, and I am the author of these two books. This one is As Gray as Black and White, which is about a blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy who discovers he's black during segregation. And this one is called The Hair Dare, which is about identical twins with unidentical hair who face off over a model search in the 1970s. Both of those books are linked down below. Today I want to talk to you guys about a trend that I'm seeing that I think is quite interesting, and it is authors who normally write romance are writing historical fiction based on true stories. So there's two examples that I've got. Well, actually three. There's three examples. One is Queen of Sugar Hill. And this is the book here, Queen of Sugar Hill. And this book is by Rashonda Tate. Used to be Billingsley. I think she's just Rashonda Tate now. And that book is based on the story of Hattie McDaniel and what her life was like in Hollywood trying to be an actress, an African-American actress. And I just found it interesting because it's a true story, but it's not, because it's fiction. So what she's done is she's taken some true facts and she's mixed them with the fiction, and she's written a historical fiction book. And then the other example of that is a book that I just reviewed not too long ago, which is called The American Queen. I'm going to show you this one, The American Queen. That book is by Vanessa Miller, and it too is based on a true story, but it is fiction. So there are other authors that are doing the same thing. I find it very interesting that this is happening because I'd not seen anybody do anything like this before. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about what you guys think about that. When I read The Queen of Sugar Hill, which is the first one by Rashonda Tate, I mean, I had a little bit of knowledge about Hattie McDaniel, but a lot of the stuff that she put in the book that I thought was true at first was not true. And I didn't really find out that it wasn't true until I got to the end of the book, and she sort of gives you a disclaimer about, events that happen, and that she kind of either stretched the truth or she just made up some things. And so I went into the book thinking that it was like a biography, but it really wasn't a biography. It was a fictional version of hers. So that at first bothered me because I hadn't really realized that this was a trend until after I read that book. So once I read Vanessa Miller's book, I mean, it didn't bother me anymore because honestly, I didn't know much about the story Vanessa was telling, which is the Kingdom of the Happy Land in North Carolina. I didn't really know much about them, although somebody did write a book about it before her, and I believe it was a nonfiction book. I don't think it was a fiction book. But I just find the trend to be interesting because Vanessa Miller usually writes romance, and so does Rashonda Tate. And then they kind of started jumping into this, and they're not the only two. There's a couple of other books out that are doing that too, and I'll put the pictures up if I can, since I can't remember the name of them. There's one other one, I think it's a friendship between Ella Fitzgerald and Marilyn Monroe, and I believe that's a fictional story based on a true story too, and I'll just show you the cover there. So yeah, I just found it to be very interesting. I might even go, well, no, that's not true. Okay, I was thinking about another book, but actually it was a fiction book written about another fiction book. But I want to know what you guys think about this trend of writing, going from romance to historical, and not just going from romance to historical, because I mean, there's no big deal with that. But writing the fictional account of a real life person, especially when people know those people. I mean, I don't know, I don't know anybody who knew Hattie McDaniel. And like I said, I certainly don't know anybody who knew folks related to the Kingdom of the Happy Land. But I just find it an interesting trend, and I'm wondering why it's happening. And I want to know how you guys feel about it. So tell me down in the comments what you think about this new trend. And if you like it, if you don't like it, if you've read those books, tell me what you think about those books. If you've read other books that are similar to that, let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because this is a new channel for me, because this is my writing channel, because it's my first love. I retired recently and I'm doing nothing but writing books now. And I want to get my subscriber base up. I am not new to YouTube. I have two other channels that are wig review channels. One is called Gray Your Way, and the other one is Still Looking Good 58. You may be familiar with those, and you will see when you go to those channels that I have been on YouTube for a long time. But this channel is new and close to my heart because it's a writing channel. So I'm going to be talking to you a lot about writing. If you're interested in becoming a writer, I'm going to be talking about that, especially from a African-American perspective. I'm going to be talking about indie authors versus traditional authors. I'm going to be doing more book reviews. I'm going to be doing some cover reveals of my upcoming books, maybe even let you listen to some of my audiobook before it's released. I'm just going to be telling you about the craft of writing if you're interested in learning how to be a writer. I'm going to share my journey, and I'm also going to teach you some things that I learned, and also some things that you should avoid, mistakes that I made and that others made, so that you can be more successful if you decide that you want to write a book. So again, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.